spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted Jewel Shillelagh. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Irish offense will take the field to start this game. These two will try to live up to last year's game as SC won a thriller.
These teams play late in the year. Oftentimes they're beat up, physically worn down. This is a game that you've got to rise above all that. Mentally, you just have to be playing at a different level. Everyone's got to do just a little bit more. And last year, David, it was USC that just made a few extra plays to pull out the win against the Irish.
And I like that you mentioned late in the year, because that also means there's so much on the line. Like a lot of times, playoff implications. Not just bragging rights for the Jewel Shillelagh. This is also a game that means a lot for the college football playoffs.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the back. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. They'll run play action. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So USC's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it. In so many different ways, he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well. And
oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun, they give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field with the run on first and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
the big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the...
Touchdown, Trojans! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So many memorable and historic moments in this rivalry, guys. It's almost a century old now. First meeting in 1926.
When you think of all the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Nuke Rockne, Ara Parseghian, John Robinson, Pete Carroll. A lot of national championships between these two schools, David.
Lou Holtz, we can keep going on. The uniforms are always strong, always consistent. Fan bases are always so great. This is a game you can set your watch by. You know it'll be great.
The pressure. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different...
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got a little space. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Try to get it to the edge. Looking for more room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's building and prove you're legit. And did the Buckeyes ever do that? Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. The play action fake. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running it to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got the first down and more. It's a running room. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards, they're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the timing just a hair off.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Punt is in the air on 4th down. On his way back from the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Complete to the right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to get the edge on the right. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Makes the grab, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys. Dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
35, Notre Dame, 0.
Cross-country rivalry between these old folks. Started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do it, it's the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the...
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Grab behind the line. It's Bush. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Toss sweep right. breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Tackle is made.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Goes to the option. Now the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Gain of 16.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been 3rd down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. An explosive play in the running game as he... the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, the Jules Shillelagh on the line, and already USC and Notre Dame has given us some impressive moments. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between USC and Notre Dame plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. They'll open the second half on the ground. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They try to get it outside on the left. There he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to... Using his legs, it's Bush. Hard running there. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. He'll field the punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped. the 36. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tony.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground. He's got it again. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Trojans just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Toss sweep to the left. Running to Green. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. Look at the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd really rather not have to settle for 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 6. From the gun, running back on the move. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender. way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Takes the handoff. It's Bush. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll keep it on the ground. At midfield, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge... The ground will try to keep Big Mo rolling. To the air on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. And that defense pushing him out of bounds. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They'll try the outside to the left. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Offense on. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy, just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Makes the catch. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's going for the goal line. And they're going to put another one in. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays, they're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've shown. They've gotten torched today, and this is a tape that they're going to want to burn and never watch again.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Pocket breaking down. Unloaded just as he throws. Tommy Trojan rides with a sword on his belt and a